So I think I've mentioned it before, although it may have been in cinders, that this game isn't actually over yet by quite some way. A friend by the name of Yoko told me that, so I'm not expecting it to end anytime soon, so let's just play on with that in mind, shall we? Whether have Gavin or a Main Street, let's face it, we're not going to Gavin, are we? Sniff, sniff. A soft, sobbing voice. Sniff, sniff. It's coming from behind the corner of a small house. I peek behind it and notice a small girl rubbing her eyes while trying to hold back the tears. Did you speak to Gavin? Are you alright? She looks up. I have seen this girl before. She was the one with that boy chasing around a chicken. You mean that time we got attacked? How the hell do you remember that, with all that's happened? There are tears in the corner of her eyes, but I can tell she's trying her best to be brave. I'm worried about my brother. She must be talking about that boy. Yep, well done. Why? What's wrong with him? I lost my doll and he went to get it. She glances towards the forest. Does that mean he went in there? Why was she in there? What? It's dangerous in there. Anyway, I lost my doll there. Why? Whatever. I dropped it, and when I went back to pick it up, I saw a big dog run away with it. He just told me to wait here. Alright, that kind of makes sense then. Great, that could have very well been a wolf. Yes, you do that. Wait here, I'll go get your brother back, alright? She nods with even more tears forming in her eyes, and I head towards the forest right away. I probably should have gone to see Gavin, and then someone actually valiant could have gone, who isn't horribly wounded. I should be able to scare off a lone wolf if the need arises. They shouldn't be starving around here, which wouldn't make them too dangerous, but a lone kid might still prove too much of a temptation. Especially with a doll. Not too far in, I stop and close my eyes, concentrating on picking up the presence of the boy. It takes a few moments. Picking up weak traces like this were never one of my strengths. He should be somewhere in this direction. What direction is that direction? I quickly follow the trail. It looks like he hasn't come all that far yet, and soon enough I see him in a small clearing. He is looking around, holding something in his hand, looks like a ribbon. Hey! He looks up, startled at my appearance. Hey! He's shitting himself. You can't even be, don't be afraid, I'm friendly. Just, yo, sup? I hear you're out hunting for wolves. What of it? He immediately turns to find... What is it with people in this town? Your sister is worried. What did you expect to do alone against a wolf anyway? He looks down at the ribbon in his hands. I didn't plan on fighting it, you know. I just had to find the doll. Besides, I'm not that helpless. The ribbon must be from the doll. It probably fell off around here. I breathe a deep sigh. Why didn't you just ask one of the adults to help you? This place isn't all that safe, you know. Remember that time we got fucking attacked? You should know that. I don't want to ask them. The boy mumbles in irritation. I can do this on my own. You can't trust adults anyway. His voice is determined and accusing at the same time, like that of someone holding a deep grudge. What do you mean? Not even your parents? My parents aren't here. Ah. Wait, are they orphans? I begin to wonder what kids like these are doing in this remote town anyway. They must have their reasons for hiding up here as well. Well... I'd imagine what happened is the parents got lost, and then someone had to take in the kids. Like, they took in me for fuck's sake. They're not going to say no to children. I'm sorry. Don't be. I can take care of myself. Yep, I'm sure you can, but you should still have asked someone to help you. How do you think your sister would have felt if you got hurt while looking for her doll? I wouldn't get hurt. I can tell he feels bad when I say this. The two are obviously close. I bet this little guy decided to take care of them all on his own. How old is this boy? Like, how little are we talking? Are we talking like an 8-year-old who thinks he's hard because he like wears tracksuits and is from the north of England? Or are we talking like 14, 15? He knows how to wield a sword kind of little. And you can't trust adults. You keep saying that. Haven't the adults here been nice to you? They have, but that doesn't mean anything if they get stung. Huh? What are you talking about? Stung by the shards. He says this as if it explains everything. It must be something only kids understand. I just keep looking at him in confusion. Or something just is cultural? I'd like to think they'd have mentioned, by the way, were you going out there? Shards. Bit of a danger. Might want to stay away from those. Christ. Don't you know? The story about the mirror that broke. Oh, so that's what this is about. The magical mirror broke, and the shards flew off through the air, stinging the hearts of the people. It turned them all mean and evil. The magical mirror... Gonna be honest, I'm not entirely sure, but let's roll with it. He is a kid. We can't just turn around and be like, "No, you're wrong, you bastard," and slap him in the face. He explains the fairy tale with an expression of someone talking to an obviously slow and stupid person, but I feel my heart sink at his words nonetheless. He explains the fairy tale. There could be wolves around and we're just sitting there casually chatting about life. Those kids were betrayed by someone close to them. It could even happen to you, you know? That's why you can't trust anyone. It's okay. What is? I haven't been hit by those shards yet, so I can help you at least, can't I? I guess. Just say thank you. It's really not that difficult. He studies me with a skeptical expression. Then I'll help you get this doll back to your sister. Is that alright? Yeah, it's fine. Just this once then. It's not an honor for me, you little twat. I'm helping you. This is obviously a strong-willed little guy. It just makes me want to protect him even more. So, did you find that room in here? Yeah, Sis dropped the doll a little further back, but I only found this so far. It must have fallen off when the wolf dragged the doll along. Maybe the scent of the doll made it agitated, or it just got playful. Playful. I never get when they do. When people say that, like about pets and shit. When you're essentially like cats. You're making a cat angry by dangling string around it, and you're making it attack it with claws. It's like, oh, it's playing. No, it's not. It's a fucking violent little shit. That is not playing. Oh well, I don't generally like animals like that though, so I would be rather biased. I helped the boy search for the area for more clues, and soon I'll find something a little further into the woods. I am going to assume that a game like this isn't going to kill off a boy. It's been relatively nice in that field. It's an old doll made by patches of cloth sewn together. I'm sure it was a cute one too, but in its current state that is hardly the case. Oh no. The boy runs over to me and sees the remains of his sister's toy. Looks like the wolf did have some fun before abandoning it. Had some fun. Let's take this back to her. Yeah. He's obviously dissatisfied that he couldn't save it from harm, but at least I can take it back now. What were you ever going to do? Like... yeah, fuck it. Just... the wolf dragged it away, but I'm sure that it'll be fine. Don't worry, I think I know someone who can fix it. Who? Who sews? Oh, right. Oh my, poor thing. Mary inspects the torn piece of cloth in her hands. The little girl is still sniffling, looking down at the floor with her brother beside her. Don't worry, I'll take care of this. You will? Of course, she obviously isn't feeling well right now, but I'm good at curing people, you know? That's right, you made my cough go away once, so you can heal her too. I'm not sure it's the same sort of practice, but yes, this is probably easier than that. I can, just leave it to me and you'll have her back in no time. The girl's face lightens up as she presents a wild smile in contrast with her tear-drenched cheeks. Okay, the two kids run off. I sigh in relief at this whole ordeal finally being solved. Thank you. You don't have to thank me, it's only natural that I would help them. You didn't fucking help us for like 8 days. Two kids come in though with a smile and you're like, oh yeah, sure, I'll do it. Bastard. But this poor thing is going to need more than a few stitches to be repaired. I think I'll have to create part of it from scratch. Hopefully she won't mind. Can I ask what their story is? They don't have any parents, right? Mary hesitates while pondering this. They are someone the chief brought in. I hear he found them in a village by the border. Apparently, like him, they too had family on both sides. When the war turned for the worse, this split them up. There was a brutal attack where their parents was killed. Did that say was killed, or did I just misread? I did misread. I see. I wonder if some of the soldiers in that attack were from that very family. It's not unheard of. The war divided their family. Something like that can make grudges run deep between someone who were once close, while fighting over who is right and who is wrong. I don't know, but I never got how you could do that. Like, if a war broke out between England and Spain, and on the battlefield I just happened to meet some of the mates I have in Spain, whilst fighting for England, I couldn't put a sword through their stomach. Yeah, I know, war does differ all times. Everything is fair in war and love. No, that's not it. Even if the subject is pointless and something a child would never be able to understand. Shards of the magic mirror, huh? I ponder this out loud. Oh, it's from that fairy tale, right? The one speaking of the evil in every human heart? I heard that one too when I was a child. I just hope these two will be alright. Did we learn anything from it? We may as well have just gone to speak to Gavin. After all of that. Oh well. We know that the two children are in a terrible, terrible mood and a terrible situation. Go them. Oh, Lena, just the person I was looking for. Why? What is it? You look happy. I'm skeptical. And somewhat reserved. Well, I was going to ask you, have you thought of what to wear? What to wear? What do you mean? I'm a soldier. I'm a fucking Templar. Like, do I look like the kind of person who ponders about wearing pretty dresses? No, didn't think so. The festival, of course. You need to look good. Oh, well, I'll just wear my uniform. It's not like I have much else. I thought as much. Well, don't worry about that. I can fix you a dress. A dress? Yeah, you look like you could fit into one of my sister's old dresses. So when you say you could fix me up one, you don't mean you're going to make me one. It's just like, oh, someone's got fucking something we don't use anymore. Just use them. Thanks. Some modifications, we could make something really special for you to wear. Honestly, you don't need to. I don't have to wear a dress. What are you talking about? It's a festival. You have to make something special out of yourself. I don't know about that. I mean, Erin, look. You're speaking to a bloke who showed up to most parties in a t-shirt and jeans. No effort is ever made. Erin definitely takes this seriously, but a dress? I think back on the few festivals that I've seen before a few years back when I was on guard duty at night. I remember seeing the young city girls dress up and parade through the streets with flowers in their hair. They all looked so happy while the boys were staring after them. No, really, it's not necessary. I'm fine. You sure are boring. Come on, enjoy it. You don't have to be serious all the time. No, really. A suit of armor will just work fine for me. Suddenly, Erin steps forward and grabs me around the waist. Her sneak attack takes me by complete surprise, but I don't manage to defend myself before it's too late. What? Well, I'd say you're very close to my sister, so... By putting your arm around me? I don't know about that. Don't tell me you're one of these people. It's like, I can touch you anywhere. It's fine, because I'm not like that. I've seen what Gok Wan can do to women. She lets me go, just where was she looking when saying that? I should be able to put something together with this. Yes, I have a good idea now. What are you thinking about? Why has she given me an evil look? I take a step away to guard myself against further attacks. Erin bears a frightening expression. I'm not sure I like where this is going. Alright, just leave it to me. I'll take care of preparing your festival attire. No, no worries. I have to go. See you. Why? Why can't I just throw up in a suit and be a tomboy and shit? And then she heads off, leaving me in the middle of the street, dumbfounded. That girl could be my biggest natural threat. Amen to that. Day 10 and all of this has happened. What happened to Simon? He might be dull, but... fuck it, why not? Is it festivity today, or is it the day after? Or is it weeks away? I thought it was 2 days away, so it'd be tomorrow? I think? Fuck knows. I wonder how much longer it'll take before the chief is back. Oh, they keep they're not saying his name, which always makes me suspicious. Is it going to be someone we know? Who else could it be who we haven't... It can't be. It cannot be anyone. These trips usually take 1 or 2 months. He will not be back in a while yet. Yes, but I'm getting worried now that he's gone. He should know what's going on here. I enter the inn in the middle of their conversation. Erin looks up and smiles hospitably as she sees me as usual. Lena, come on in. Can I get you anything? Yes, a suicide pill, please. Go up. Apparently not. No, it's okay. Don't be shy. I just tried out something new today. I want you to try it. Well, I am just a little hungry. I guess it wouldn't hurt to get something to eat. Erin disappears into the back and returns a moment with 2 small platters. Looks like she's been baking this time. It's pies. Here, Tobias. I even brought a piece for you. No, that's not necessary. Tobias, just fucking eat it. Come on, I want you to try it. Tobias reluctantly accepts the plate. Something tells me that he generally has a hard time rejecting Erin. She's always so straightforward. I also take my plate and a small spoon. Erin watches us expectantly as we taste her new creation. What do you think? It's really good. You really think so? That's great. What about you, Tobias? Just for the ease of the atmosphere in the room. Tobias, say it's nice, we'll move on. That sounds sarcastic, Tobias. That's not good enough.